Joined by Northeastern head coach Bill Cohen. To his left is David Walker. To his right, Quincy Ford. We'll start with a comment from Coach Cohen on the victory, and then open up for questions. Raise your hands, and we'll bring the mic around. Coach.
First, I'd like to congratulate Coach Gary and his staff and the whole Towson program on an outstanding year. To win 20 games and to finish third in this conference, how competitive it was this season at a historic level is a tremendous accomplishment. And as far as tonight goes, I was hoping we were able to handle their physicality on the backboard. It's been a trademark of the Towson program since Coach has gotten there, and in the first half, I thought they really did a nice job of getting on the glass and creating some extra opportunities for themselves. Second half, I thought we did a much better job. Took pretty good care of the basketball and made plays coming down the stretch. And, when you have two veteran leaders like Davey Walker and Quincy Ford, their presence on the court makes it so much easier for the other players to handle pressure situations and to really perform at a high level. But I think we relied on our seniors tonight, and both these guys did a tremendous job.
All right, questions? Right here.
Coach, you talked about the seniors, but also you got some really good bench play, especially in the first half from Marshall and Williams. To sort of talk about that.
Sure, and I think I said it on the conference call, our final conference call of the season. When it comes down to March, there are so many unpredictable heroes and guys that really seize the moment, step up, and answer the challenge. And I thought Jimmy did a great job coming off the bench in the tight situations. Zach got in some foul trouble, and he stepped in and gave us a big boost. And TJ played really, really well, got into the lane, took care of the basketball for us, and was able to find people for easy baskets. So both those guys contributed greatly to tonight's effort.
Q, you took a spill there down the stretch. Obviously, that's the back that sidelined you for a whole year. How you feeling?
Can you say that again? I'm sorry.
You took a spill with your back down the stretch. How you feeling?
Oh, I feel good. The table hit my back, my upper back, not my lower back, so I feel good. I just had to, relax, breathe. I feel fine now.
You guys were up 7 with like 12 minutes to go, and sometimes this year that's when you guys would fall back and be complacent, kind of let the game come back, but you kept your foot on the pedal and you really attacked and pushed that game open. How are you able to really get inside that Towson defense pretty much at will down the stretch?
Well, I think we went to a little bit of a smaller lineup, and that gave us some space. And Quincy got to the rim, and TJ got to the rim, and Davey got to the rim. So we got some penetration that we weren't getting in the first half. But we're fortunate to get that because I think it opened up the game.
Quincy and David, y'all combined for 30 points in the second half. What clicked for y'all?
I think Coach said it. We just started getting in the paint more. John helped. TJ did a great job of getting in there and just really spraying it out and finding us shooters, and fortunate enough to knock them down. So just getting in the paint, really.
Quincy, you guys have won 6 out of 7, I think, now. After coming off a pretty brutal midseason stretch, what's been the difference in the turnaround?
Just our togetherness. During that stretch, we really got closer together as a team, as a family, and just the adversities did nothing but make us stronger. So it's such a great feeling that we're clicking and things are starting to get a lot better at the best time of the season, which is in March. So I think that's what's helped us so far, our togetherness.
Coach, so y'all won the championship last year. This year, only 18 games. Do the seeding matter? Like, what's the mentality coming in this year different from last year?
Well, it's kind of funny. I thought you alluded to the midseason swoon we had, and we had some injuries and some adversity, and we weathered that. I thought our primary goal for the last 3 weeks was to really earn the bye on Friday night, and get out of that Friday night game where you would have to win 4 in a row. So we've been in tournament mode for 3 weeks, where we had must-win games on our docket, and I think that's really made us stronger. Last year, we played in the 3-6 game. We wore white uniforms. This was the same game, and we wore dark uniforms. And I think the semifinals tomorrow are the same matchups that they were last year. So, just avoiding that Friday night extra game was so important to us, and just give us a chance in this tournament.
And Coach, Jeremy was on the bike there down the stretch. What's his status moving forward?
He just, it was a physical game. He just took a bump. I'm sure every player that played in that game on both sides, feeling a little bit of something, and that's when you know it's March, right? Guys are all out competing. Guys are on the floor. Guys are hunting contact and playing through contact, and he got a little bump, but he's going to be fine.
David, I think you set a record for minutes played in a season. I guess it comes at a good time. But also talk about last year's experience and what that means for you guys this year.
I think we have a lot of veterans on the team. As far as the minutes go, I didn't know that, but I think just the whole experience of last year and knowing what it takes to win, what it takes to get stops on the stretch, and really just be together down the stretch. I think that comes and big for us. So we're just going to keep that moving forward and just keep one game at a time.
Anything? One more back.
Bill, I know it's just a few minutes after the game, but what are your thoughts on the rematch, another rematch at Wilmington? Obviously very familiar to the last 12 months. What are your thoughts going into tomorrow afternoon?
Well, Coach Keach has done an outstanding job with that program. They present a lot of challenges. They're so quick and aggressive on the defensive end. Offensively, they can be explosive, as you saw at the beginning of the second half tonight. They're just a really, really talented team, and it's going to be an exciting ball game. We got to make sure we, first and foremost, take care of the basketball to give ourselves a chance. But we're looking forward to competing again against them in the semifinals of the CAA.
Coach, having gone through this last year, you mentioned same semifinal matchups as last season. So having gone through that last year and coming out as champions, what can you take from that experience that can help you guys again now this year from this point?
Well, I mean, we have a core group of players that have kind of lived through it and experienced it, and it's an experience like none other. When you've played as much basketball as these guys and worked as hard as college basketball players do today, to have an opportunity to play in March and play in meaningful games, get a chance to compete for a CAA championship is just magical. So we're trying to enjoy the ride and stay in the moment and make sure we're focused and ready to go and give it our best effort. So we're just excited, and last year's experience was unbelievable, and I know everybody in that locker room would like to relive it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Can I just say one thing? Because
Yeah.
I see Commissioner Yeager sitting in the background here, and I would be remiss if I didn't thank him for all his efforts throughout the years. Just a class man with a ton of integrity, guy who stands for everything that's right. It's been an honor to be in the same league as you, and I want to thank you for all your service and leadership throughout the years, and wish you the best of luck in retirement.
Thanks.